Okay, now we're going to talk about step number 4. Okay, step 1, get a picture in your head of the sentence. Step 2, find and analyze the verb. Find it. What kind of verb is it? Linking, action, or helping verb. Step 3, we found the subject by asking who or what before the verb that we found. At any time that you're confused about anything or you're not sure, it's all on video. Okay, just go back and replay these tapes. If it still doesn't work, if it's still not clicking with you, come see me. Okay, we'll go over in class. You will understand this, you'll get it. Step 4, okay, step 4. Bear with me. Step 4, determine if you're on the 3P Parkway or the DO Highway. What? Yes, I know you're sitting there, some of you, and like, you have no clue what I'm talking about. Just write it down, okay? Write it down in your notes. If you have an action verb, the chances are you're going to be on the DO highway. That means DO means direct object. It's one of the 7 functions of a noun, direct object. Action verb in a sentence means you may possibly have a direct object. If you have a linking verb, you're going to have one of the 3 P's. Okay? You're on the 3P Parkway. Okay? So you're just cruising along. You're driving your car. Linking verb, 3P Parkway. Action verb, DO Highway. Just write it down. I'll explain. What I'm going to talk about today are the 3 P's. We'll wait for the direct object, the DO Highway, but right now, 3 P's. The 3 P's are a predicate noun, which is also called a predicate nominative, a predicate adjective, and a predicate pronoun. 3 P's. That's the 3P Parkway. Okay? In order to have one of the 3 P's, you need a linking verb in your sentence. Here are the definitions of a predicate noun, predicate adjective, predicate pronoun. Write them in your notes. Date your notes, remember. Okay? Predicate noun, a noun that comes after a verb of being and is the same as the subject. Predicate adjective is an adjective that comes after a verb of being and describes a subject. Predicate pronoun, a pronoun that comes after a verb of being and is the same as the subject. The key words in these definitions are that comes after a verb of being. All of these 3 P's come after the verb of being, not before it, after it. All right, I'm going to give you a sentence and show you what I mean. Predicate noun. Okay? Mr. Capilli is the coach of the team. Okay? You all know Mr. Capilli's a baseball coach. His team tries every year. Maybe one day, they'll get to the top. Not like the track team. Okay? We can all picture Mr. Capilli on the sidelines, okay, on third base, giving signals, coaching the team. All right, we got that image in our head. Step 2, find and analyze the verb. Okay, the verb in this sentence is, we know it's a linking verb. It's a linking verb, that means we're on a 3P Parkway. We should have one of the 3 P's. We got to find a subject. Step 3, find a subject. Okay, step 3, find a subject. Who is? Mr. Capilli is. Mr. Capilli is the subject. Okay? Now, 3P Parkway, linking verb. What is the same, according to the definition? What comes after, what follows this verb of being, and is the same as the subject? Answer is coach. Predicate noun. Remember the equal signs that we learned last year. Mr. Capilli is coach. This is the same as the subject, so it's a predicate noun. Okay? Predicate adjective. Let's keep it simple. Mr. Capilli. Keep it simple like Mr. Capilli. Mr. Capilli is the best. Okay? It's not a great sentence, but just to prove what we're doing here. All right? Whatever, the best at whatever. Best team. Oh no, I'm not even going to go there. Don't stop. The guy said that. Okay, Mr. Capilli is the best. Leave it at that. Is the linking verb. Right? We're on the 3P Parkway. Linking verb. Subject, who is? The answer to that question is Mr. Capilli. This is a predicate adjective because of this reason. It comes after the verb of being and it describes the subject. This is describing Mr. Capilli. Mr. Capilli is the best. Okay? It's a predicate adjective describing the subject. It's that simple. Okay? Mr. Capilli is handsome. Mr. Capilli, is brave. Mr. Capilli is funny. Those are adjectives describing a subject. If it was a predicate noun, Mr. Capilli is my friend. Friend is a predicate noun. Mr. Capilli is a teacher. Mr. Capilli is a dad. Predicate nouns predicate nouns, this meaning the same thing as the subject, okay? Predicate pronoun, simple, okay? The winner of the race was she. Okay? What's your verb? Was. What kind of verb is it? Linking verb. Who was? Find the subject. Who was? Winner was. The definition of a predicate pronoun. It comes after the verb of being and is the same thing as the subject. She is a predicate pronoun. You should all remember pronouns from last year. Predicate pronoun, it's the same as winner, not describing, the same as winner, okay? Equal signs. Those are the 3 P's, okay? Some of you, hopefully most of you know what this is, okay, of the race. We'll get to that. If you don't, it's okay. But that is a prepositional phrase. Of is a preposition, object of the preposition. But we'll get to that. That's a couple of steps down the way, okay? And we got lots of steps, okay? There's, right now we're up to step 4. There's as many steps as I can make up, all right? And again, we're building our house of grammar, our foundation. Okay, you have to understand step by step. If you don't, you're gonna struggle. So again, any questions, comments, concerns, bring them to class. Write them down in your notebooks tonight, okay, as you're doing this. Our next lesson, our next video, will focus on the direct object. Okay, but that's it for now. All right, make sure you know the predicate nouns, predicate adjectives, pronouns, know the definitions of them. 3P Parkway, you need a linking verb. Okay? Till next time, auf Wiedersehen.